It may take just a bit more concentration than usual to appreciate the truly fine quality of the music you're about to hear, but, well, the artistic gratification is more than worth the effort. How can I stand here and take precious time from the eminent maestro Spike Jones and the City Slickers?
You always hurt the one you love, the one you shouldn't hurt at all. You always the sweetest rose and crush it till the petals fall.
Now, excuse me there, Mr. Grayson. I'll tell this little girl all about this here situation. Now, honey child, you know that you always seem to break the very kindest sort of our hearts with a hasty word that you just can't seem to recall. Honey child, honey baby, honey doll, honey lamb, honey pie, honey sugar face. Now mind you, I says if this boy done broke your heart last night, honey child, honey baby, honey doll, honey pie, honey sugar face, is because he loved you the most of all.
You always hurt the one you love, the one you shouldn't hurt at all. You always take the sweetest rose and crush it till the petals fall. You always break the kindest heart with a hasty word you can't recall. So if I broke your heart last night, it's because I love you most of all.
Gang, here's one of your favorite vocal groups with one of the numbers you've requested over and over again. It's Chicory Chick, as sung by those ever-loving Andrews sisters.
Once there lived a chicken who would say, chick, 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 all day. Soon that chick got sick and tired of just chick, chick. So one morning he started to say, chicory chick, chilla chilla, chickala romay in a balaga, balaga, wallaga, can't you see? Chicory chick is me. Chicory chick, chilla chilla, chickala romay in a balaga, balaga, wallaga, can't you see? Chicory chick is me. Every time you're sick and tired of just the same old thing, saying just the same old words all day. He's just like the chicken who finds something new to sing. Open up your mouth and start to say, oh, chicory chick, chilla, chickalo, me in a banana, balaka, wallaka, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Bingo.
What now, old comic one?
What a disdainful note in this painful voice.
Oh.
I said it, and I'm not happy. Seriously, Harold, Command Performance has a big Army Day honor for you, and I get to share it.
Robert, it is my one wish in life to share with you what few grand moments come my way.
He really means that, too, fellas. Last year, he let me carry his Oscar home for it. Of course, I had to shine it all night. But
Hope is the plastic surgeon quipped when he cocked a peek at your beak. Let's get to the point.
Okay, Harry the hipster, get this, Bing. It is now our privilege to introduce General Ike Eisenhower.
Oh, now listen, if you're on more intimate terms with Army protocol, you'd refer to the general as General Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Oh, I don't know him well enough for that. But, Bing, seriously, there's just one thing that worries me about our introducing General Eisenhower.
And that is?
What can we say about so great an American?
Bob, I really don't think there are enough first-class adjectives kicking around to do the job justice.
So what do you think we'd better say?
Let's just say men and women of the armed forces, the Chief of Staff, United States War Department, General Dwight D. Eisenhower.
This command performance is being brought to you in honor of Army Day, a day set apart to honor the achievements of the Army of the United States and the men who have fought that our nation might continue to enjoy the liberty to which we are dedicated. Like most things that are good and great, the American Army had its spontaneous birth in an hour of need. That need was freedom. The sturdy farmers who gathered at Lexington and Concord were the magnificent seed from which our present great fighting force was born. Through the years, at the Alamo, San Juanillo, Chateau Thierry, the Normandy beachhead, Okinawa, Luzon, the battle for freedom has been waged by men in the fighting uniform of the United States. A year ago, we were in the midst of a titanic struggle against the forces of darkness which would have enslaved the world, cut off our freedom. In Europe, we were wading a bloody river along the German border. In the Pacific, we were blasting the enemy from the hillsides, measuring advances almost by inches. Today, the battles have been won, but the victory is an empty one if it does not lead to a just and lasting peace. Today, millions of servicemen are aiding in a campaign intended to produce greater understanding among men and nations, an understanding which is vitally necessary to peace. One of the terms which we have given this post-battle campaign is reconversion. There is reconversion at home, in the crossroad towns and great metropolitan cities, just as there is reconversion in Germany or in those areas of the Pacific that had once been held by Japan. The changeover from war to peace is not an easy one. No one pretends that it is, and no one denies that it is a sacred mission. It is the mission of the men of the armed forces who are instruments of the will of the people of America and of all peoples who want their children to grow up in a sane and serene world. It is the job of the men of the armed forces to see that the enemies of humanity cannot again make war. Occupation may be defined as simply as that. The depth of our responsibility in accomplishing this mission can be measured in the number of lives that were given to ensure the victory. Their sacrifice is like a flame of freedom. We can let no one, nor no thing, extinguish it. And so, on this Army Day, we are reminded that we are the American Army, one in thought and being with those who fought and died that we, as a nation, might be free. Neither you nor I can ever forget this heritage.